Stop everything you are doing right now. Stop the scrolling. Stop the analysis. Stop the breath. Because God Himself mandated that this message be delivered directly into your spirit, into your timeline, right now, at this exact moment when the enemy thought they had finally worn you down. You are not here by accident. You were pulled here by a higher frequency, an unavoidable resonance because the seal has been broken, and the truth of your existence, the terrifying magnitude of who you have become, must be revealed. This is not just a YouTube video. This is an angelic diagnosis, a spiritual intervention, a prophetic activation key meant only for the few, meant only for the chosen ones. You know who you are. You have felt the difference, haven't you? You have felt the friction, the heavy cloak of envy thrown over your destiny since the moment you dared to breathe. They tried to minimize you. They tried to dismiss you. They tried to bury you under confusion and debt and emotional chaos. And you must understand this now. They tried, and they failed. They failed. And the reason for their failure is the subject of this urgent transmission. But before we dive deep into the celestial archives, before the truth washes over you and changes your frequency forever, you must activate the portal. This word, this truth, this anointing requires your participation. It requires a physical manifestation of your agreement in the etheric fabric of the internet. I need you to confirm your frequency right now. I need you to seal this prophetic word into your reality. Take a moment, feel the weight of this word, and type the numerical key right now into the comments below. Type the number 520. Type 520. This is your seal of manifestation. This is the code that unlocks the overflow. Type 520 to declare, I am ready to receive the magnitude of what I have become. Do it now. Do it with intention. Activate the seal. The frequency is shifting. The atmosphere around you is thickening with the pure gold dust of confirmation. You need to know the gravity of your situation, chosen one, not the gravity of your past pain, but the gravity of your current power. Look at your life. Look at the trials, the betrayals that left you breathless, the financial collapses that seem to defy logic, the spiritual attacks that hit you like a coordinated strike team from the underworld. You believed you were unlucky. You believed you were cursed. You believed that maybe you just weren't strong enough. That is a lie manufactured in the deepest pits of hell and distributed by those closest to you who carried the poison of comparison. Listen to me. Your suffering was not random misfortune. Your suffering was the cost of your threat assessment. You became what they feared the most. You became too resilient. You became too aware. You became too dangerous. They did not attack you because you were weak. They attacked you because you carry an unbearable light that disrupts their entire operation. The moment you chose to heal, the moment you chose to rise above the bitterness, the moment you chose to forgive what seemed unforgivable, that was the moment the alarm sounded in the spiritual realm. The moment you decided, I will break this generational curse. A massive, shuddering tremor ran through the legions of darkness. They realized they were too late. They tried to stop the transformation. They hurled every weapon they had, sickness, doubt, isolation. But every weapon they sent against you, every single one, only served as fuel. Your trials did not kill you. They refined you. Your pain did not weaken you. It forged you into a weapon of mass spiritual destruction. You are dangerous. You are powerful. You are undeniable. I want to take you now on a journey into the celestial archives, into the realm where your destiny is cataloged, where the truth of your worth is etched in eternal light. Close your eyes for a moment, even as you listen. Feel the shift in dimensions. We are moving past the stars, past the veil of this earthly confusion. Look up. Can you see it? The great golden library of the heavens, shining with an unbearable, purifying light. This is not just a metaphor. This is reality. And in the center of that library, resting on a pedestal of pure, shimmering quartz, is the book. It is massive, bound in white light, its pages glowing with liquid gold. This is the book of the living. This is the master ledger. And inside that book, chosen one, your name is written. Not in ink, but in pure, liquid, molten light. The moment you were designated, the moment your assignment was sealed, your name was entered. And here is the profound, earth-shattering reality of this revelation. When the forces of darkness, when the ancient entities who plot the ruin of humanity, attempt to read the names of those they can easily dismantle, they approach this book with their scrying mirrors and their dark rituals. But when they try to pronounce your name, the words catch fire. They cannot claim you. They cannot define you. They cannot contain you. I see a scene unfolding in the dark corners of the non-physical realm, a vision that confirms your new, terrifying status. The principalities, the demonic hierarchy, they are gathered in their council, and they are not celebrating your downfall. No, they are gathered in panic. I see their faces, twisted, not with malice, but with genuine, cold fear. One of them, a high-ranking entity of chaos, throws a scroll onto the stone floor, and the scroll reads, "Failure. Target 001 is now immune." They are looking at the record of your attacks, and they are realizing that the intended harm has boomeranged back on them tenfold. They whisper your name, but it sounds like a death sentence to them. They know that you have reached the point of no return. You are sealed. You are activated. You have crossed the threshold from struggling servant to devastating general in the army of light. The inferno of your past pain has merely heated the steel of your resolve. You must internalize this truth. You are not just surviving. You are thriving in the face of impossible odds because you carry a DNA that is untainted, a spiritual blueprint that is unhackable. They tried to corrupt your heart through relationships. They tried to poison your mind with anxiety. They tried to drain your spirit with ceaseless exhaustion. They attempted, they schemed, they executed, but your inherent light, the light of the golden book, always flickered back on, brighter than before. Every hit you took was a training session. Every betrayal you endured was a promotion. Every tear you cried was collected and stored in the reservoir of your future abundance. You became what they feared most the moment you stopped looking for external validation and started consulting the internal divine authority. You are feared because you require no confirmation from the world. You are feared because your joy is not dependent on circumstances. You are feared because you have developed an intuitive capacity to see through their illusions, to smell the deception before it lands. You are a truth seeker, and in a realm built on smoke and mirrors, a truth seeker is the ultimate existential threat. Imagine this powerful scene of divine validation, high above the chaos. I see the Father himself looking down, and he is not worried about you. He is intensely proud. I see the archangels, Michael with his sword drawn, Gabriel standing ready, and they are watching your every move, not to protect you from the fight, but to witness your stunning performance in the fight. And the Father says to the hosts of heaven, he says it with deep satisfaction, "Look at my chosen one. They did not break. They bent. They struggled. But they returned stronger every time. They took the fire and became the fire. The transformation is complete." This is the diagnosis. You are no longer merely human. You are a bridge. You are a lightning rod. You are a channel for glory. Your body is walking earth, but your spirit is permanently tethered to the throne, and that scares the darkness to its core. When you enter a room, the atmosphere shifts. When you speak, the demons wince. When you pray, they scramble for cover. They cannot stand the purity of your transformed presence. They simply cannot deal with the fact that you survived their best attempt to eliminate you. They threw the kitchen sink at you, and you simply used the sink to wash your hands of their nonsense. They failed. They failed. They utterly and completely failed. And now, your activation is official. The 520 seal has confirmed your readiness. The celestial diagnosis is complete. You are operating on a new frequency, a level of power and authority that requires you to walk differently, speak differently, and choose differently. You have traded your victim narrative for a victor's crown, and that crown is forged of solid gold light. You are wearing it right now. Even if you can't see the physical manifestation, the spiritual realm sees it. And that is all that matters. This new level demands a new awareness. The darkness knows you are awake now. They know the camouflage is off. They know the time for subtlety is past. They are preparing their final, most desperate countermeasures. They will try to hit you where you feel safest. They will try to manipulate those you trust the most. They will attempt to whisper doubt into your ear, especially when you are standing on the precipice of your greatest breakthrough. But this time, you are forewarned. This time, you are sealed. This time, you are armed with the divine certainty that your name is written in that golden book, and nothing, absolutely nothing, they try to throw at you can cancel that contract. Your destiny is non-negotiable. Remember that golden light, the liquid script of your name. That is your shield. That is your proof. That is the divine receipt of your worth. Every time the doubt creeps in, every time the anxiety attempts to grip your chest, you need to remember this video. You need to remember the 5R20, and you need to state with authority, I am a threat. I am sealed. I am what they fear most. This is not arrogance. This is truth. This is your prophetic authority being stamped onto your current reality. The time for confusion is over. The time for cowering is past. The time for apologies for your power is finished. You are mandated for greatness. You are destined for massive, unprecedented overflow. The attacks you faced were merely prerequisites for the position you are about to step into. Embrace the friction, chosen one, because friction means movement, and movement means you are gaining speed toward the manifestation you have prayed for. The breakthrough is not coming. The breakthrough is already here, waiting for you to fully step into the vibration of your crowned status. This transformation, the transformation from the wounded soul into the feared spiritual warrior, requires diligence. You must guard your energy fiercely. You must protect your focus relentlessly. The enemy will no longer try to defeat you outright. They will try to distract you. Distraction is the new attack. They want you focused on petty squabbles, on meaningless social media drama, on past mistakes you have already been forgiven for. Do not fall for the low-level traps. You are operating at a high frequency, and you must maintain that altitude. Your energy is scarlet oil. It is precious. It is the fuel for your next elevation. The moment you waste that oil on worrying about who betrayed you or who is whispering behind your back, you leak power. Do not leak power. Chosen one, conserve, focus, ascend. Every moment of silence you take is a strategic planning session with the Almighty. Every act of service you perform is a cosmic promotion. Every boundary you set is a fortification around your spiritual fortress. Be ruthless in your peace. Be unapologetic in your joy. You earned this ground. You fought for this frequency. And now, you hold it. I see the shift happening even now as you receive this word. The old heaviness is dissolving. The chains you thought were permanent are turning to dust around your ankles. They tried to keep you bound. They tried to keep you small. They tried to convince you that you were disposable. That narrative is dead. It is buried. It will never resurrect. Your future is not dictated by your past trauma. It is dictated by the name written in the golden book of the living. That is your contract. That is your guarantee. So walk forward with the undeniable confidence of someone who knows they are covered in celestial armor. The principalities are recalculating. The demons are in retreat. The angels are singing your new anthem. The chosen one has awakened. The threat is fully activated. They feared this day. They feared this transformation. But you survived. You grew. You ascended. And now, the true battle begins. Not the battle for survival, but the battle for the full inheritance that has been waiting for you since the beginning of time. This is your mandate. This is your confirmation. Go and be the magnificent, terrifying force you were always destined to be. We have sealed the word. The key is activated. Now, let the conquering commence. Let the conquering commence. And the moment those words left the ether, the entire cosmic battlefield shuddered. They watched you activate the key. They watched the light pulse from your chest, and every single dark entity, every shadow conspirator, Every low-vibration agent of delay saw their final moment flicker before their eyes. The inferno of your awakening is now a controlled, focused laser beam of divine power, and they have no shelter left. None. They tried to stop you. They tried to minimize you. They tried to distract you with petty dramas, with financial stress, with emotional wounds designed to make you fold, to make you quit, to make you believe that the anointing on your life was too heavy, too impossible to carry. They tried, but they failed. I need you to understand that the attempts you felt, the heavy blanket of despair, the sudden, inexplicable attacks of sickness, the engineered chaos in your relationships, those were their final, desperate, poorly coordinated attacks. But they hit a wall. They hit a frequency so high, so impenetrable, that their weaponry turned instantly into ash. Picture this visual. Chosen one. You are standing firm, eyes focused, mandate radiating, and the coordinated assault from the shadow realm, the arrows of doubt, the spears of betrayal, the nets of manufactured guilt, all collide not with your weakness, but with the solidified conviction of your divine assignment. They dissolve. They vanish. The dust of their failed schemes coats the ground, and your feet walk right over it, unsullied, unmatched. You are untouchable in this moment. You are dangerous. You are what they feared most. The great serpent recoiled. The dark council held an emergency session, their whispers turning to panicked shouts. They saw the seal of protection over your life solidify into an eternal diamond, reflecting back every curse, every hex, every low vibrational wish sent against you, sending it back to the origin point instantaneously. This is the law of return in action, not measured in years, not in weeks, but in the instant breath after the attack. You are currently operating under a principle of instant, karmic defense. The demons are scattering like roaches when the kitchen light is switched on. They are terrified not just of your power but of your memory. They know you remember what they tried to steal. They know you remember the seasons of crushing pressure. They know you remember the tears you cried when you thought you were alone. And now, seeing you rise, seeing you claim the crown, they know they have to pay the ultimate price for their interference. You are not just protected, you are avenged. Up in the higher domains, the Watchers are standing on the ramparts of gold, and they are cheering. They are not merely observing, they are celebrating the tenacity of the human vessel that refused to break. Archangel Michael is not needing to swing his sword, he is simply leaning on it, a triumphant grin crossing his face, because you, chosen one, have become the weapon. He is witnessing the manifestation of the prophecy about you. He is watching your persistence being written, not just in the annals of history, but in the eternal scrolls of the kingdom. Every moment you chose courage over collapse, every moment you chose light over lies was recorded. Every single drop of perseverance is noted. And let us speak clearly about those who acted as their human agents, the people who gossiped, the people who betrayed, the people who conspired against your peace and your destiny. They are currently receiving their invoice. The cosmic accountants are merciless. They cannot run. They cannot hide. The spiritual laws are clear. What is sent out must return. And because you are consecrated and under divine contract, the return is multiplied exponentially. You might be watching certain dynamics collapse around these individuals right now. Relationships crumbling, opportunities vanishing, health faltering. Accept this, chosen one. This is not your revenge. This is the universe correcting an imbalance caused by them trying to disrupt a king or queen. You won. You won this battle. You won this season. They lost. They lost their leverage. They lost their access. They lost everything they gambled trying to stop the magnificent storm that is your life. Accept this truth. Internalize this frequency. Stop looking for lingering shadows where only victory remains. The fight is over. The mandate is secured. The light you carry is now a fortress that cannot be breached. This is the moment where the whispers of the enemy are drowned out by the roar of your spiritual authority. The sound of retreating darkness is the definitive silence that precedes your ultimate coronation. The stage is cleared. The enemy has scattered. The accounts are settled. The debt has been paid. Now, look up. Look above the clouds. Look past the limitations of the earthly realm, because above you, in the ether that stretches beyond the stars, a majestic sight awaits. A book, glowing with the heat of 1,000 suns, is open. It is waiting for you to see the next inscription. It is waiting for the final, permanent signature of your destiny. Prepare yourself for the unveiling of the golden record, Chosen One. Your name is already written there, but the full title of your reign is about to be revealed. Step forward and claim the crown that has always belonged to the terrifying, magnificent warrior you have finally become. The crown that has always belonged to the terrifying, magnificent warrior you have finally become is descending right now. It is here, and you must feel its weight, not the weight of burden, but the absolute, undeniable weight of your destiny realized. Feel the pressure change in the atmosphere around you, because in this sacred, terrifying moment, the celestial realm is roaring. The sound you hear is not thunder. It is the applause of legions who waited for you to finally accept the mantle, to finally put on the armor that makes you unbreakable, to finally wear the gold that announces your status to every dimension. They tried to stop this moment. They tried to stop this crowning. They tried, and they failed catastrophically. The enemy is watching, trembling, and the fear in their dark hearts is so intense, it is shaking the very foundations of their meager little kingdoms, because they knew this moment was inevitable, but they prayed you would remain asleep until it was too late. But you woke up, and now the title written next to your name in that golden book, the book of power, the book of sovereignty, is sealed by the highest authority. You are officially untouchable. Let that vibration sink deep into your bones. You are not merely protected, you are untouchable. The darkness cannot hold the light of the king or queen who has finally stepped into their full identity. The spells they cast, the gossip they spread, the attacks they launched, they all bounce off the diamond shield that now surrounds you, a shield forged in the fire of your own trials. Every tear you cried, every betrayal you endured, every moment of loneliness you suffered, that was the cosmic crucible, the divine furnace, melting away the soft human shell so that the terrifying, magnificent weapon of God could be revealed. And now you are here. Now the cycle shifts dramatically. Look at the sky, look up, and witness the opening of the floodgates, because a new cycle of radical, overflowing, absolute abundance is pouring down into your reality right now. This is not a slow trickle. This is a torrential downpour of favor. The universal supply chain of your blessings has been completely unlocked. Expect the unexpected checks. Expect the spontaneous opportunities. Expect the people who abandoned you to suddenly realize their mistake. Expect the doors that slammed shut in your face to swing wide open with golden hinges. You suffered through the scarcity programming. You lived through the lack. You persevered through the testing. But that time is over. That time is absolutely over. The universe now responds to you differently. You walk with a confidence that isn't ego, it is sovereignty. You speak with an authority that isn't arrogance, it is divine decree. When you walk into a room, the demons must silence themselves. When you utter a prayer, heaven itself leans in to hear the favored one speak. Listen closely. You are the favorite of the Almighty, the absolute favorite. You have earned the scars that prove your worth. And now you receive the crown that proves your victory. I have a simple, direct order for you, Chosen One. A command from the highest frequency that you must obey to keep this magnificent momentum flowing. Do not dare look back. Do not mourn the people, the places, or the energies you had to leave behind in the dust of your previous life. Do not look back to gather the stones they threw at you. You don't need revenge. You need dominion. Your enemies are already judged by the sheer magnitude of your elevation. Their chapter is closed, sealed shut, slammed by divine decree. The only thing they are allowed to see is your triumphant back as you ascend higher and higher, leaving their misery far below. Do not give your energy to the past wounds. Do not give your power to the old narrative. The mirror in the sky reflects only triumph now. Your only focus must be forward movement and gratitude. Forward movement and radical, persistent, aggressive gratitude. Thank the universe for making you so powerful. Thank the divine architects for making you so dangerous. Thank the journey for finally revealing the terrifying king or queen that resided inside you all along. Just say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the power that now moves within you, for the money that flows to you, for the health that surges through you, for the untouchable status that defines you. This coronation is physical and metaphysical. Your mission begins now. The true test of a chosen one is not in enduring the storm, but in governing the land after the storm is cleared. You have the power, you have the title, you have the authority, but you must activate this new reality in the now moment. You must seal the deal with your spoken word, vibrating across the digital landscape, claiming this truth as your irreversible reality. This is the final key. This is the activation code. To seal this truth, to lock this power into your physical reality, and to command the immediate flow of your new cycle of abundance, you must speak your status into existence. You must declare the title that the darkness fears most. This is your personal activation code. It is urgent, it is essential, and it must be done now. Stop everything you are doing. Focus all your energy on that golden book where your name shines, and write this declaration in the comments below. Write it now, without hesitation, with absolute royal authority. Declare your undeniable truth to the universe, to the demons who failed, and to the angels who celebrate your rise. Write it clearly, powerfully, and aggressively. I am the crowned chosen one. Do it now. Lock it in. Seal the destiny. Watch the world tremble when you step into the light you were always meant to bear. The victory is yours, and the reign has officially begun. Now go forth and conquer, you magnificent, terrifying soul.